From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
Here we go. Go.
And Houston has possession.
Hit me, I'm open.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Picked by Williamson. Inside. The kick to Tatum. No good from outside. Here we go. Here's Roy. Back to Wembanyama. And that one's long. Here's Jordan. Williamson left side. Really left him alone that time.
And the closer, the better for Zion. Kind of surprising to see him stretch it out a little.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Here's Roy. 6 on the shot clock. There's Ball with a 3. It's hauled in by Houston.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Tatum from long range. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
To the paint. Here's Duncan. Let's go with a 3. And Houston, another 3.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Roy. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Tatum from long range. Pass to Jordan. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. An 8-point differential. Here's Roy. Over Jordan. Here's Duncan. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him. And he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Oh, got a piece of it. Tatum from long range. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Fast break, here we go. Here's Thomas. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Timeout called, Brooklyn. Brooklyn trails by 7. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Embiid. Out left to the wing. Ginobili gets the bucket.
Boy, I tell you, lefties just look better shooting the basketball. I don't know what it is. It looks purer, sweeter, and softer if you shoot it with your left hand. On the wing, Irving. No good with the triple.
Houston leading by 4. Here's Reed. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Embiid gives you a lot. Scoring, rebounding, defense, and he can also beat you with the pass.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hill. Embiid, high post. 2 on the clock. Hill can't connect.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Houston up by 9. And we'll return shortly. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Pass to Roy. He shoots it. Ball with the rebound.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid, named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer. Allen Iverson back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
Houston leading by 11. Down low. Oh, Embiid imposing his will.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Pass to Roy. They get it again. Here's Embiid. Oh, he goes big with the dunk right over Joel Embiid.
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arsenal.
Ball taking his time here. Picked by Reed. Three-pointer Embiid. Yes, sir! Embiid from distance.
The defense will have to get out on Embiid. He's dangerous at all 3 levels.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Brooklyn trails by 12. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Ingram up top. 4 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range. Ingram's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Ingram came into the league with an elongated shooting motion. They're working to tighten that thing up, and he's making some progress.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Tatum can't hit. Brooklyn trails by 12. To the middle. Here's Embiid. To the inside. We've got 1:13 left to play in the half. Now Ingram. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
In the paint, Ingram's got all the tools he needs. He just has to be aggressive.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game. Tatum with a screen. Here's Duncan. Good on the baseline K. And Houston leads by 12.
You know, that shot is virtually automatic for Duncan. I mean, he's extremely dependable in that mid-range area.
.41 seconds left in the first half. Outside Ingram. Oh, it's blocked by Williamson.
Agile and strong. If Zion can get a piece of your shot, it's as good as gone.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Timeout called, Brooklyn. Here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Right wing. Here's Wembanyama. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good and he'll go to the line.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Brooklyn shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. There's 6 seconds left in the first half of this game.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
And so it's Houston now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back to the game after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Right side, Irving. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Duncan. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Inside Duncan, highly efficient. So really the defense has to try to get physical.
So he gets them both.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to single.
The 3 from Ball. Yes, sir! Ball hits a triple.
Boy, clearly embracing the game with his whole heart there. Love showing up for the team and just playing the game.
Brooklyn trails by 13. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Pass to Wembanyama. Out to Anthony. Wembanyama screen. Off target with the 3.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Outside Wembanyama. Wembanyama powers it through inside.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here. And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass the ball. Outside for Wembanyama. Drops one in from the wing. Wembanyama's got 6 in the quarter.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
And it's in there. And Houston leads by 9.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Down low. Here's Duncan. It's hauled in by Houston. Three-pointer, Anthony. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And it's a 12-point Houston lead.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that three. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
From deep, Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Garnett.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
Oh, there's the alley. And stolen by Irving. Pass to Duncan. Back to Irving. 18 feet out. The shot's good.
So many different ways he can attack you. He can pull up from the mid-range like he does here. The doctor is in the house, folks.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Pass to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Here's Duncan. To the paint. Stolen by Wembanyama. Stolen by Ball. Wemby putting on a show.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Ball outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Houston ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, stick around. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Timeout called, Brooklyn.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Brooklyn's coach was going over with his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
You know, once Jordan makes his move to the basket, he has no intention of stopping, which makes it hard to slow his progress.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Here's Jordan. Pass to Duncan. Puts it up from 15. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And Houston leads by 12. Outside Irving. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a three.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Pass to Ingram. Clock at 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Irving. Over Jordan. The rebound by Duncan. Houston leading by 11. Jordan inside. Second chance effort. Williamson, no good. Picked it out of midair. Pass to Jordan. Williamson with it. No one near him. Rebounded by Ingram. And here's the fast break. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And here is Irving. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. That shot off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Thomas outside. Embiid inside. It's Thomas on the wing. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
And Embiid has an excellent feel for the game, including how and when to pass the ball.
Oh, Zion lowers the boom.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Outside Irving. Off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Embiid from outside. Kept alive. Another shot. That shot off the mark.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Trailing by 10. 15 seconds left in the final quarter. The layup off target. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander sinks it from distance. And Houston leads by 13.
Julius Irving. The assist, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's Tatum with the 3. No good. And so it's Houston winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is...
Thanks for tuning in to this Wednesday, 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Wembanyama, left side, and he converts the layup.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Wembanyama, that's for 2. Offensive rebound. And Thomas has it in the corner. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 5 to shoot. For the 3. No good from Duncan. Outside Roy. Back to Stoudemire. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And short trip for Stoudemire to the rim. And with his athletic ability, there's just no stopping.
To the right side. Wembanyama, right side. Here's Duncan. Second shot opportunity. Lefty move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love. But he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserves Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I could see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Here's Wembanyama.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him.
How about that guy's a big-time answer? He says, you think you can score on me? Prepare for posterization.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now, Williamson. To the paint. Here's Stoudemire. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Wembanyama high post. He's got 6 to the inside. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing him out there right now.
Boy, that was quite a move, an ankle breaker for sure. And then he calmly knocked down the shot. Well done.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Duncan. Pass to Wembanyama. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. And they take the lead. Williamson's got his 2nd basket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Now here's Williamson. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Wall. Brooklyn with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Wembanyama. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Wembanyama's got 10 points in the game.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
All with it. Out to Stoudemire. And he uses the glass on the layup. Stoudemire's got the lead up to 1 now for Charlotte.
And this is where Stoudemire's feast. And it's why his teammates look to get him the rock down low.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now here's Wall. Still yet to score. Inside. And Stoudemire slams it in.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Here's Hill. LeBron with the block.
It's a part of his game that LeBron takes a lot of pride in. Shot blocking and defending. He's no slouch at that end of the floor.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Irving. Poke loose. Wall attacking. And Wall slams it home.
Well, it takes elevation to finish like Wall here, and that's not a dunk that just anybody can pull off. You got to have some special ability to do that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Wall, that's good.
This is John Wall at his absolute best. In attack mode, going right to the rack.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Outside Roy. And stolen by Malone. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Wall. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. .143 left to play here in the half. They retain possession. It's good. Stoudemire's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Stoudemire is a menace on the glass. He's someone you've got to keep a body on.
And the slam dunk by Irving.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
And we could feel that one all the way over here.
Yeah, great aggressive move to the buckets there. He wasn't about to pass that one up. He threw it down.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Tim Thomas.
Here's Wembanyama. 10 points for him. It's hauled in by Duncan.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Pass to Levine. Down low. Here's Duncan. Rebound, Julius Irving. Brooklyn trails by 5. Wembanyama looking it over.
They had a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Starks. Drains the three-pointer. And Charlotte leads by 6.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wembanyama, right side. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And here's Starks. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Charlotte leads by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so here's Charlotte. 4-point game. Outside Roy. Stoudemire right side. Williamson outside. Pass to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
This is what you love about Williamson. On the shorter side for a big man, but he's developing the pump fake as an equalizer.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
I got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
From deep, Wall sinks the triple. Wall's got the lead up to 7 now for Charlotte.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Right side, Ball. Pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now James. James down the lane.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wall. Jumps up. And Wall with the slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Charlotte calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside Roy. To the middle. Duncan misses. Brooklyn trails by 9. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. This one for 3. Charlotte no good that time either.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Charlotte on D. They've led by as many as 11 points. The kick out to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Duncan.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The kick out to Tatum. Duncan outside. Some solid defense by Malone. Brooklyn trails by 7. In the corner, Irving with it. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Ginobili. Pass to Malone. Here's McAdoo. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
On the basket by Starks. 7 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's Ginobili with the drive, and it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's Charlotte. They lead by 6. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Charlotte calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to find out what Charlotte's coach was going over with his guys. While the team is up, coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Duncan high post. Grant Hill on the wing. Inside, Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Starks outside. Driving inside. And it's sent back by Hill. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. Starks with it. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a fierce competitor. They don't want Starks to hold back. They want him in attack mode like on that possession.
Back to Wembanyama. Pocket 6. Pass the ball. Back to Wembanyama. Stoudemire grabs the miss. Charlotte leading by 6. Now here's Williamson. And there's the drive. And he slams it down right on top of him.
You would think someone as big as Zion would have trouble maneuvering around people in the lane, but his handle and change of direction is off the chart.
Here's Stoudemire. Kicks it out to James. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Williamson.
I'll tell you, Zion can do that all night. Terrific offensive rebounds. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Starks outside to the inside. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Wall.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
At times, Wall can be so explosive here, playing downhill, and then just sails over the defense for the dunk.
Charlotte leading by 9. And that foul is called on Grant Hill. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Left side, Wall. Stoudemire outside. And stolen by Wembanyama. An even 3-on-3 break. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And so it's Charlotte with it. Williamson outside. Excellent D there from Ball. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Wembanyama. Tries again. And he hits the jump shot. 36 seconds left in the game. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Here's Stoudemire. Here he goes. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Ingram.
Big-time power from Stoudemire. His dunks pack a thunderous punch.
And Kings throws it down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Stoudemire wide open. And the miss. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see Columbus going up against Brooklyn. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Columbus. Pass to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And as it goes out of bounds, Columbus able to keep the ball here. Here's Mitchell. Wembanyama with the block.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
Ball with the bucket.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, in 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Showing the versatility with the floater, Williamson sees where the D's coming from and able to adapt.
Inside, Wembanyama.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Williamson. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Wembanyama with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
First team.
To the inside. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Stolen by Garland. And here's the fast break. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Knocks it loose. And taken away by Roy. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Number 4, Number 4.
1:41 left here in the first quarter. Wembanyama down low. With the floater. That ball. Great assist by Brandon Roy. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama. Outside Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Over in the corner, Barnes. And stolen by Wembanyama. Jumps up. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
So the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. And Columbus making a change here. 58 seconds left to play in the first. The wide open look here for Garland. Knocks down the 3 ball.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Wembanyama.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And there's the call on Roy. So that's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team seconds. Substitutions for the away team.
44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Whiteside. Back to Mitchell. Lets it fly. Wembanyama with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 6. And stolen by Whiteside. And they're running. Oh, Whiteside in position. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket.
And incredibly long at the point. Ball using that wingspan to disrupt and start the break.
Brown with the bucket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn ahead, up 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Good ball movement here by Columbus. And stolen by Wembanyama. On the wing, Duncan. Scoreless thus far. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Columbus trails by 3. It's Westbrook with the drive. Pass to Whiteside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Number 1, Zion Williamson.
And here's Brooklyn. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside, Ball. Fires the 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. And so here's Columbus. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Back to Williamson. Pass to Whiteside. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
Number 45.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And they pick up 2. 14 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now a timeout call by Columbus. Both teams will make substitutions. Columbus trails by 5. On the wing, Duncan. Into the lane. Oh, and the jam by Duncan.
Oh, he is firing his guys up now. Sweet dunk from Duncan. Mesmerizing.
Pass to Malone. Here's Roy. Shakes him. Out of bounds. Columbus takes possession. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. And it's Wall with the ball for Columbus. They trail by 3. Mitchell in the corner. Wall with it. Out to Edwards. Puts the move on. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Columbus.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
55 seconds left in the first half. Mitchell left side. A shot by Duncan. Nobody around. Off target from outside. Wembanyama looking it over. The kick out to Ball. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Ball from long range. Rebound by Columbus. Over in the corner, Brown. Now Williamson. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn leads by just 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here he goes. Can't hit from in close.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss it.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
McDaniel, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
That's tipped. Out of bounds, Columbus takes possession. And so here's Columbus. A 2-point game. Mitchell outside. Pass to Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Driving in. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Al Malone. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And Columbus with possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Mitchell wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. With the league 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
It's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. Here's Brown, deflected by Malone.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
And Barnes has got the ball here for Columbus. Trailing by 2.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Now a timeout call by Columbus. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. From deep, Wall. Good on the triple. Wall's got 7 points.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
And that one, good. He's got 5. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's Westbrook. Nothing on the board. Outside, Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Ball surveying the defense. Pass to Duncan. And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the third. Ball up top. For 3, Ingram doesn't go for it. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Brooklyn ahead, leading by just 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Started.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Thank you, David. And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his third foul of the game. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. No good on the quick 3.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Wall, that's good.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Wembanyama. Rebound by Columbus. Mitchell in the corner. For 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got the lead up to 7 now for Columbus.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter. Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
From deep. And again, Columbus with the triple. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Columbus?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Now a timeout call by Columbus. Here's Garland.
Substitution will be awaiting.
In the corner, it's Mobley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. That's now 8 points for Evan Mobley.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there. Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Pass to Mitchell. Sweet move. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Just tenacious play there by Garland against the defense, making sure that he can still get his shot off.
There is Garland. Shooting two.
No free throws good from Garland.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Left side, Irving. Pass to Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Brown. Takes it inside and finished off by Brown.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed. Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Stolen by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
A three from Wembanyama. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And Columbus with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. So we'll see Darius Garland go to the free throw line here. That's on Julius Irving. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the fourth. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And Mobley throws it down.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Market time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
Here's Wembanyama.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And out the line, shooting two.
He hits the second from the line.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Pass to James. Outside, Wall. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hands it from downtown.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
No good on the free throw.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Columbus. With the drive. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron up top. Wall wide open. Brooklyn with the rebound. And so it's Columbus taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. So New York wins the tip. Here's Wilkins. Pass to Duncan. Now Abdul-Jabbar. Puts up a deep three. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Abdul-Jabbar's got the game going with his first points of the game for New York. Here's Wembanyama. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Lob pass to Duncan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
It goes up, and Duncan brings it down. What a powerful slam.
Here's Roy. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is his first free throw of the game.
Brandon Roy.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
Brooklyn with the ball. It's a three-point game. Wembanyama with it. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. A shot by Wembanyama, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Ball, no good. Mark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Duncan. Great D that time from Duncan.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
To the paint. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. The shot's good on the assist from Wilkins. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9.
Not too many defenders are blocking Kareem inside. One, he's too big, he's too powerful, and he's too skilled.
Here's Wembanyama. The kick out to Ball. Knocks down the three ball.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Yes, they're not backing off at all, are they?
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Pass to Wilkins. To the inside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. It's Wilkins on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. No good on the shot. Brooklyn trails by 7. And there's the call on Roy. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for Brooklyn.
26 seconds left in the first. Jacks up a 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. New York leading by 7. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Duncan outside. 1 second left. And so it's New York headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New York.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And yes, it's good.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
New York leading by 5. Outside, Wall. Reeves outside. Here's Bargnani. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Brooklyn trails by 8. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Bargnani. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Reeves can't hit.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Embiid, no good. Brooklyn trails by 8. Stolen by Bargnani. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to McDaniel. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
English with no one around. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
On its way from Irving for two. English pulls it in. New York leading by 9. Pass to Embiid. Fires from deep. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Here's Hill. And Hill throws it down.
How about the vertical of Hill? Outstanding. Rising up and ramming it home. Yes, sir.
And Embiid throws it down.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Here's Irving. It's deflected. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the block shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Back to Reeves. Drops one in from the wing. Reeves has got the lead up to 10 now for New York.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And Wall slams it home.
Well, it takes elevation to finish like Wall here, and that's not a dunk that just anybody can pull off. You got to have some special ability to do that.
Nobody near Irving. Off target with his three. And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Now, here's Roy. From deep. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. New York leading by 12. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that. Not known for a quick release, but Embiid showing he has that ability as well.
Wembanyama, no good. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Here's Wall. Here's Bargnani. And Bargnani throws it down.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. It's rebounded by Bargnani. New York leading by 18. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute.